Hey everyone, Connie Royal here, and I've got some news for you before you check out this video. So on June 8th, I will be hosting the 12-hour long summer mega stream. What this will be is 12 hours straight of gaming. It will be all kinds of different games. We will be playing stuff like Cards Against Humanity, Hearthstone, um, uh, just anything you can think of that I have. Plants vs. Zombies, Skullgirls, Card Hunter, Brawlhalla, all this kind of stuff we will be playing. It'll once again be from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Friday, June 8th. And what I am really wanting to bring up here is donations. So, if you want to say in a future reaction that I will put on this channel, you can donate to the channel. To do so, all you need to do is to donate either to my PayPal directly or by friending me on Steam and donating a game from my wish list. Once you donate, all of that will go towards the mega stream and future live streams in general. Any games you donate will be done for stream unless for some reason they can't be. And all money you donate on PayPal will go towards getting games for the streams or other stuff for the streams and stuff. It'll all be used for the channel, let's put it that way. And to donate, you can donate any amount you want, any amount you can possibly do, and it needs to be done before Friday, June 8th. Once you donate, you can also tell me directly, like, what you want me to react to. It can be a movie, a series, a fan work, and I will get to it in the future. It just not necessarily positive on exactly when. But that's all I wanted to tell you guys about, so please enjoy the video. Hey everyone, Connie here, and today we will be reacting to My Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 8. So I know nothing about this episode going in, other than apparently from what I've heard, it's really big. Like, it's a big episode. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't know, like, what the details behind it are. I don't know, like, how it's big or what's gonna happen. I don't know. We're gonna find out, though. Yeah, we're just coming off of one arc and kind of going into another. Now, here's the question. What are the students going to do? We have one side of things with Ida, who thinks it should be left up to the heroes. And then we have the other side with Kirishima, who thinks that they need to do something here. And even Kirishima admits that Ida's right. Ida is technically right here, but he believes that they still need to act, and that it is the true sign of a hero to do so. And I kind of agree here, and I think Izuku's going to agree too, because that's kind of what All Might told him. Let's be honest here. Acting when you're not supposed to, or when you don't need to, is the sign of what makes you a true hero. So, yeah. But we're going to get this started. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'm going to see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we will begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So yeah, this was a good episode. I think people were over-exaggerating how good it was, just a bit. People were acting like it was like this amazing, like, phenomenal thing, and it was good. It was very good. I'd even say it was a great episode. It definitely, it started this new arc, I guess the Bakugo rescue arc, I guess you could say, and it really delved into a lot of big things. One of which, of course, being the fact that UA is serious about, like, what happened and about having to apologize and all, to the point where even Aizawa, someone who hates being on camera, who hates, like, being in the spotlight and all, he's wearing a suit, something he doesn't normally wear. His hair is tidied up, he's shaved, and he's appearing on camera to issue an apology and everything. That's a big deal. It shows how big of a deal this is, and we know it's a big deal, of course. Um, then we also had Sukeuchi, the police officer, call a meeting with a bunch of the top heroes. Now we know that Sukeuchi and All Might received a transmitter from Yaoyorozu. Are they planning to go after the villains here as well? Another thing, we have some confirmation on what I had already kind of known. Bakugo's not going to join the villains here. I mean, I've actually heard some people saying, "Oh no, he's probably going to." I mean, it's just like him. They're going to convince him. They're going to convince him that he'll be able to be stronger this way. He'll be able to show his strength and be better than others, and he'll fall for that. Or he'll be convinced, or at least he'll give it a shot. But no, I never believed that. Bakugo, he has some, I guess you could say, troubled reasonings for wanting to be a hero, but he does want to be a hero. He idolizes All Might because of All Might's strength and his ability to always win, even though we know that he doesn't always win. Kind of the reason why he's emaciated and can't do hero work most of the time. But Bakugo doesn't know that. So he idolizes All Might for that reason. I mean, we know that Deku idolizes All Might for his fearlessness, well, which we also know is a facade, and even Izuku knows that now. But also his just dedication to being a hero and his true heroism. I mean, Izuku idolizes most, if not all, of the pro heroes, let's be honest. Or at least he greatly respects them. But he idolizes All Might above all others. And in this episode, we see how far with that Bakugo, rather, is going to go. The fact that he's keeping mostly calm while they're talking to him. He's not arguing, not yelling back at them, and I think that's more signs of his growth. I think, like, early Bakugo, like Season 1 Bakugo, for example, would have lashed out. He would have been yelling, he would have been screaming, he would have been shaking around and fighting it. But no, he's learned to assess a situation. In Season 2, we saw this with how, focused he was during his match with Uraraka. We saw how he's able to examine a situation and figure the best way to do something. He's learning. And he's always been smart. Like, he got into UA on very high marks. He's always been really smart. He's just impulsive as hell, but he's growing. And we see that very well here, that he's able to hold himself back until they release him. They let him go, they uncuff him, because, oh, we're going to trust him. We think he's going to be on our side, because they made the same mistake that I think a lot of fans and viewers had made. A lot of the people I'd seen that I mentioned before had made. They thought that just because of the way he acted, because of his anger issues, because of his impulsivity, that he would be willing to listen to them and to join them. But no, the entire time he was kind of playing them in a way. He was tricking them. He was acting calm and almost seemed like he was thinking about it. But when they uncuffed him, he attacked. He went right for them. And it revealed that it basically told us straight up, he wants to be a hero, not a villain. He wants to be a hero. He's not going to accept their offer. But then we had that cliffhanger, which, again, I think a lot of people will probably end up having over-exaggerated. I don't know. I haven't heard anyone specifically talk about a cliffhanger, but knowing people, they tend to over-exaggerate cliffhangers all the time. It definitely was a cliffhanger. It definitely left us on a huge question, but it wasn't as big as other cliffhangers have been. So after getting attacked by Bakugo, we see that Shigaraki, the hand that's normally on his face, is knocked off, of course, saying, we've seen this happen before, but this time he said father. afterwards. He seemed upset. He looked down at the hand, which I guess is you could consider a mask, but he looked down at it and he said, "Father." So, does his villain costume with all the hands and everything? I was figuring that just had something to do with his quirk being like, oh, I touch someone. If I touch someone with all 5 fingers and all, it basically can dissolve their skin. And he could use it on anything too. It's not just people. It's anything. It'll basically corrode them. That's what I thought the entire hand thing was. Some kind of weird, creepy thing based on that. Plus the fact that he also has this nervous tick to where he scratches at his neck and stuff when he's either afraid or nervous or anxious, I guess you could say. So he has that as well. I thought, but maybe that actually has something to do with his father. And heck, maybe even the hand thing in general. Maybe his quirk came from his father, because we know quirks can, and a lot of times are, hereditary. I don't think it's all the time, but I think most of the time they are. So in that case, we have to think about it. Because if his father had that quirk too, how did he use it? And why does the hand just being knocked off of him this time make him think about that when it hasn't before? I mean, unless it has and we just didn't hear that inner thought of his. There's a lot of questions that come from this. And not in a bad way, not at all. I mean, it was great. It really makes you think and shows that there is depth to this character. And I never thought there wasn't. It's just, we're seeing more of that depth now. Yeah, I'm really interested to see where they take this. From what I heard, though, I did hear this as well, that next week's episode is supposed to, it's gonna be really good. It's going to really step up. And, I mean, I kind of expect that anyways, even if I didn't hear about that beforehand. I would have kind of expected that after what we saw here. Because this is the start of a new arc. It's going to be getting into things. And if this past arc was any sign, they're going to really be moving into things. They're not going to be, dilly-dallying around. So, yeah, I kind of figured that would happen anyway. That's not really any surprise to me, based on what we saw here. Or it wouldn't have been, I guess you could say. Yeah, it's just, with the way this ended and all, they're definitely going to be moving into things. So, I'm interested to see where it goes. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of this episode of My Hero Academia Season 3. Tell me your thoughts on Bakugo staying with his convictions. Your thoughts on how serious UA is taking this. And, of course, the heroes being called in by Tsukauchi to, presumably, I guess, lead an attack on the villains. If you know spoilers, please do not share any of them. I wish to remain spoiler-free on all episodes going forward, and arcs and whatnot, so please, do not spoil anything for the future. If you don't know what's going to happen, you can share your thoughts and just general ideas and theories and whatnot. And just tell me what you thought in general of the reaction as well, not just the episode, but both. I'd love to hear your thoughts either way. Thank you so much for tuning in, and for now, I'm Connie Royal, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles, shed tears.